Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Instagram Live. So today we're going a little bit later. It's 2 o'clock because our special guest, Alexander Zverev, just worked with his practice time. So today's Tennis Tuesday. Woo! First, I want to say, everyone, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. And I hope you are staying home. So we do this Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon to usually, but we'll update you on the time. So you can go to the link in the bio so that way you can get updates on what time we're doing this, who our special guests are, what our workouts are, etc. I am going to pin this right now so that way you can see all of everything you need to know. Okay, so you can also go to Coach Venus, use the code Coach Venus for 20% off at 11byvenus.com, and you can also use the code Stay Home for any special merchandise that we're offering during COVID. So we're offering this stuff so that way you guys can stay active, stay motivated, and stay healthy. Okay, so Alex is ready to join us, and I am going to invite him. Mr. Isha is on. We're waiting for Alex now.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you just wrap practice?
I am just done. I'm still sitting on the tennis court actually, and ready for my second workout of the day, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to take it easy on you because I know that you're a little bit smaller than me.
Smaller.
Well, in my world, I'm tall, but
Well, I'm practicing at Saddlebrook, so like John Isner practices like with me, so like I actually feel short most of the time.
What's it like returning that guy's serve?
Actually, in practice, he doesn't go full out, so it's fine. Like whenever we go on the match court, it's a little more difficult, but you know, I've been practicing with him since I'm 14 years old, so it's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Lots of love for you. Getting lots of hearts. They're like so excited you're here.
How is everything with you? Where are you at?
I'm good, actually. We're both in Florida. So I was looking at your post too, and you didn't like put where you were. Alex has actually been giving me a hard time on DM, by the way.
Oh yeah.
The hardest time on DM.
You were asking me how to do like Instagram Live. I'm like, I'm not Rafa. I know how to handle it, kind of, No, I'm kidding.
Well, is that shade?
He's won about 64 Grand Slams, so it's fine. he can handle it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm over here on the other side of Florida, so yeah, I was like, you were running outside with a shirt off, and I'm like, he's not in Germany, but you didn't put the location on. That's why I was giving you a hard time, because you actually put the location, so I thought maybe you didn't know how to work Instagram. So.
Yeah, I'm young, so our generation has to know how to do it. That's how we live.
Yeah, I think your generation knows much more than mine. I guess we're separate generations, huh? Are we bridging a gap today?
Are we what?
Are we bridging a generational gap today?
I don't know. You feel young though, right? Like I feel old. My birthday was yesterday, and like you feel young. So, well, like we're similar level. You just won about 48 Grand Slams. I made one semis. Like, yay, here I go. But here we are, still talking.
Well, clearly I've had a little more time. I think that your time will more than come. It already has come, actually.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought today that this is our Tennis Tuesdays that we've been doing. So like I told you, I've been doing this workout since COVID started. And it's a great way for me to be motivated, as well as even my coach, because it's easy to just quit and start drinking margaritas. But I haven't done that yet.
That's what he's doing right now? That's what the coach is doing right now?
I want to, but I haven't done it. No, he won't drink. I don't know. Maybe he does stuff that he doesn't tell me about.
That's what they all do. They want us to be disciplined, but then them themselves, they do whatever they want.
Exactly. So who's keeping you motivated during this time? Is it easy to stay at practice, or are you like?
Well, I see it this way. Like, okay, I'm still pretty young, I would say, and like this is the time where, unfortunately, we're not playing. And I started the season really well. Like usually, I don't start off playing that well in Australia. I made semis there. I really had a chance to go to the finals. So I thought I started off the season well, and I thought like in Indian Wells, I was like ready to compete and win those tournaments again. Like I won 3 Masters events before. I won the World Tour finals, and so I felt like last season for me was like a lot of stress in my life outside the court, a lot of things happening, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't play my best. So
Mm-hmm.
like I only won one tournament last year. I didn't make a lot of finals. I didn't, beat a lot of great players. So I thought like this season was kind of a turnaround season. So for me, like this time, I think after everything is done with the coronavirus, and hopefully it'll be rather sooner than later, you will exactly know who worked and who didn't. So like for me, I'm always the kind of guy that I like to be in the gym. I like to be on a tennis court. I like to kind of, get better. So this is the perfect time whenever you're going to get like a few months like that again.
Yeah.
So
You're really, yeah, I guess you hold yourself to a high standard. You're really tough on yourself because, like, I refuse to talk about that stuff. Like, yeah, I lost, but it's great. Everything's great. I
yeah,
promise. Since
no,
everything's wrong, it's still great. I'm just
no,
like,
I'm not like that. That's for sure. Yeah.
you're
Even when I
like
win,
brutally honest though. But that's.
on me, I'm actually the opposite. Like me, I sometimes win. Like I play 5 sets in New York, and I go on a practice course because I was like, my forehand was so bad today. Like I need to go out there again. Like, it's just more that way. But I
So
guess
what's
I
it
need to
like?
learn.
What's it like for your coach then? Because your coach probably has to do a lot of work of.
Man, my coaches are tired of me. It's like they're like just take a day off. It's fine. Like we still have like 4 more months ahead. I'm like, no, let's go. He's like, no, like I really don't want to. They say that's fine.
Wow. So your coaches have to ask you for a vacation. They're like, "Can we get a few hours off, Alex?"
Yeah, well, not like that. I mean, I'm not completely like that, but it's more like, yeah, whenever they tell me like take a week off, I'm like, really? Like, what am I? It's quarantine. Like, what am I supposed to do in a week off? Like, stay at home? Really? I don't want to. So that's more like that.
I feel you. Are you separated from your family right now?
No, they were here with me.
Everybody's here. Mom and
Yeah,
dad. Oh, is the dog there too?
the 2 dogs are here. Yeah,
2 dogs.
yeah. So it's nice. Well, everybody's here, but like we're 9 people in the house, so like we kind of want to kill each other already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You don't want to
Misha's
catch
family.
that case.
My brother's family is here as well, so it's like really packed.
Yeah,
I would
he's
say.
got cute babies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So okay, you talked about the gym too. I'm watching your gym workouts, and I can't actually do any of that stuff. The other day, you had the weight around your waist with.
mm.
I felt like such a chump. I started trying to work harder. I was like, I have to do some of these feats. So, how
Nobody.
do you get from like doing a pull up to doing a pull up with a chain and a 35-pound weight tied to you?
So I started when I was, 16 years old. Was I 16? 7? How old was I? 16 years old. I started working with Jess. So it's been 6.5 years now. And I really like. Sorry. And I really like. Just started off with like body exercise, like all the core strength first, like all the like little things. Like I was basically stepping on a chair and then like getting off it, then stepping on a chair again, then getting off it. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Like I was back then, I was like world #1 juniors, and I thought like I'm so good, which nowadays I understand it doesn't mean anything. And for me, it was such small steps all the time. Like it was such small steps that I needed to get my body right to do like the heavy lifting, to do everything. It was like boring. So now when I got to the heavy lifting, I actually kind of enjoy it, and I actually kind of like it and proud of it a little bit.
I like the heavy lifting too. When I pick up my 25 dumbbell, I'm like, yeah, kill it. You don't even know.
I don't pick up dumbbells, so you're better than me at that, to be honest. I just put like weights around my waist and stuff like that, and do like 400-pound deadlifts. But other than that, I don't do much.
Okay, so it's Tennis Tuesday, so we're gonna keep like talking, but I thought it'd be cool. This is supposed to be a workout, even though we could chat for hours probably about tennis and like tennis tips and
You can tell me how to actually
gossip, especially.
finally.
What do you know that I don't? But
Exactly.
I thought it'd be cool to work on thoracic mobility and strength at the same time, which is so important for a tennis player. But also just if you don't play tennis, it's good for you because being mobile and being strong through your core helps you to not get hurt. And it helps you to live life comfortably because you don't have back pain. And also, if you're aging, then you also will age well and gracefully. So I think that's a goal for every one of us, even those of us who just turned 23, like me. We want to age well. So,
You didn't say happy birthday, by the way. You didn't text me yesterday.
I know, because
I'm so disappointed in that.
I'm just the worst.
We had such a nice conversation on Instagram the whole time, and then you didn't tell me happy birthday.
I'm the worst. You know, I'm wishing you many more. I really am.
I hope so too.
And like Grand Slam wins. That's what you want more than anything.
That's true.
Okay, so I sent you the exercises. We'll keep answering questions though.
All right. Here we go.
I want my kids to go because I'm still thinking.
How do I do this? Wait. There you go. Can you see me? I'm here.
I can see you.
All right. There you go.
All right, we're getting comments like, "Oh my God, Alex is hot. Alex is great. Alex is the best. I love his hair."
Right.
So you got a lot of love out here from.
Thank you.
Lady.
Didn't you want to get me a date in New York once or something like that? Wasn't that like on
so much? I could have said that. Honestly, I don't know.
What was that all about? I'm still waiting for the past.
Oh, wait a minute. That was when we were in Cincinnati, and I was joking with you, and I said, "Never be serious, stay single," or something like that, right?
You were like in New York, because we always stay in the same hotel. We always stay in the New York Palace, and like you were like, "Are you single?" I'm like, back then, and I was like, "Yeah, I was like, you need a lady." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." What happened to that?
I think I was just playing with you.
It was 3 years.
I talked so much you wouldn't even get just going on and on.
Unbelievable.
On and on and on.
Like you got my hopes up
now
so much.
Stay single, stay free, you know?
Exactly.
Play more than tennis. Wink. Okay, so we're gonna start with some side to side. So I gotta adjust my camera.
Are you?
So we're gonna run through these exercises like once. Oh, you see my dog? There's my dog. See, little guy?
There you go. Yeah. What's up?
He's the king of the house. You know him.
Of course.
He's everywhere.
It's always like that, though.
All right. I think you can see me. I hope.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I tripped over the mat. That's ridiculous. I'm a tennis player with no coordination.
I'm the same. I'm 6'7", so.
I'm 6'1", but mighty still, even though I'm not in my league here.
All right.
It's gonna be weird because we're gonna go up and down. So maybe I'll go stay down and then go up at the end. So what we're gonna do is cross over our left leg over the right leg. Learn your left from right today, people. And we're gonna lay down. We're gonna let your legs drop all the way over, so we're working on our thoracic rotation. And we're gonna hold it like right before we get to the ground. So while we're doing rotation, we're doing strength. So how long do we hold it? 1 hour. Okay, let's just hold it till failure. We'll hold it as long as we can. Okay, so do we have any questions for Alex? I think we have questions. Alex, this is going to be like a huge Q&A for you, so you have to just bare your soul.
Okay, I'm ready. Fire them at me.
What do you think about the cancellation of tennis?
Okay, so what do you think about the cancellations in tennis? Wimbledon's canceled.
I think it's the right thing to do right now. I think health comes first. I think we all should be, protecting each other, protecting the elderly especially. So I think it's the right thing to do right now. But of course, we're going to miss those tournaments. I think everybody's going to miss those tournaments. Those are the biggest events that we have in tennis, and those are why we play. So I think we're going to miss them, but right now it's the right thing to do.
I think so too. It's hard for us, especially not knowing when we're going to play again. But
exactly. So it's also hard. It's also hard to train for us because we don't know what we're training for exactly. But you got to get yourself motivated somehow.
Are you still holding that position right above the ground? Can
you see me?
Okay, so that should be burning by now. We can let it go. It's over a minute. Okay, so we're gonna go back to center, flip the leg, right leg goes over left, and we're gonna fall to the left, and we're gonna hover above the ground. So try to keep the right arm on the ground. Keep it on the floor. Okay, what's our next question?
Here's one from Skin Jessica. Who do you enjoy playing against and why?
Oh, do you like playing against anyone in particular? For me, I don't care. As long as I win, I don't care.
Usually the people I win against.
Right?
Like those I really like playing against. I don't know. I have unbelievable matches with Roger always. We have great matches. I mean, we always go deep 3 sets normally. We always go long. We always go like really until the wire. So those kind of matches I enjoy playing. And I enjoy playing Rafa as well in a weird way. Because with him, we also had the most ridiculous matches. We had 5-set matches where we played for 5 hours. We had, matches where I was match point up and then I lost. We had, other great matches always. So, like those two guys, if you go on court, you have to play your best and it's going to be a tough battle. So I kind of enjoy playing them.
Okay, so go ahead and let go, drop to the ground. So what's the particular challenge of playing Rafa or Federer? What do you think is a particular challenge when you play those guys? Like tactically.
I think their game style, they can adjust to any player. They can change the tactic. They can change to what they do so well, better than anyone else. And I think, when Roger starts losing, he starts playing, against me, that's how I like that. He starts playing much, much quicker. He starts playing, with much more variety. Rafa, his intensity all of a sudden goes even higher up. So with them, you always have to keep up. And with them, you have to change everything that you do every single time, every single, point that you play. It has to be different.
Okay, we're going to flip legs. So now the left goes over right. And we're going to keep alternating, so just follow along. So, Alex, if you could play mixed doubles with any women's tennis player, there are wrong answers.
You
play with.
Is that right? Is that the right answer?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it would be fun.
When are we going to play?
I'm really interested in playing a Wimbledon or a U.S. Open.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 tournaments I play unless, if you bomb out of a tournament and then you enter a mixed doubles later.
We can set it up. We can set it up. If you don't find a better partner, I'm in.
I don't know if I can find a better partner, Alex. I think you and I are like,
trust me, in doubles you can find a better partner than me.
kill it. I don't think you're going to find any girls too much taller either.
You won't find many too much taller than me, but you will definitely find better doubles partners than me.
Yeah, but they won't have better hair than me, so.
It's all about the hair, isn't it?
It's all about the hair. Did you play doubles with your brother growing up? So
yeah. We won 2 professional events together already.
Oh,
congrats.
Yeah. So is it easy to play with him or is it tough?
No, it's super easy. And actually we never fight, we never have any stressful moments or anything like that. But we get along super well on court, which is actually a nice thing. But I guess you and Serena is the same, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're like 2 peas in the pod, they say in English.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give us some German words? What should you say on the court in German? Wait, let's go to this next exercise first. So
all right.
What we're going to do is go on our stomach. And we're going to have our arms out straight, and we're going to raise up and then slide down the back. But we're going to hold the raise up for 10 seconds, then we're going to slide down. Okay, so let's go back to the German words. If you miss a shot, what should you say? Was it Zoot or something?
Scheiße.
No, come on!
What are you going to say? If you miss a shot, what are you going to say?
Oh, darn it.
Oh, yeah, we have that in Germany.
Yes, you do. You do
or
that.
I would, or you know me a little bit, I would use that. Come on now.
I believe in the best in you. you. I believe in the
Yeah, but like, no. All right.
Okay, we're gonna hold that up. We're gonna hold that up till failure, so we're gonna hold it like a minute.
Here's a question.
Questions?
Alex, your gym
Yeah.
workouts are epic. What is your advice for working out for those who are not superhuman?
Who are not? What?
What's your advice for working out for those who are not superhuman like you?
Hey, listen, I was the skinniest kid of all time at school. So, like, no, I was not superhuman, and I'm still not superhuman. Anybody can work out. Anybody can get fit. Like, I'm still the skinniest player on tour. So, what do I know?
Okay, now we're gonna raise our legs up above the ground and flutter. We're still gonna keep that arm above our head. Okay. Actually, I have no quads either. I can't buy a quad. Like, if I order them in the mail, they would never come. So
Actually, quads is the only muscle that I actually do have. Maybe a little bit. Whenever it goes beyond above the waist, like don't ask me about muscles.
I've got arms, not quads.
I don't have arms.
I have no calf, like invisible.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because we're tall.
Now we're gonna go all the way back, try to reach the back of your neck, extend toward. So you should feel some burn. Rest to the ground. We're gonna go back. Extend. 2 more times. Back. Extend. Oh my gosh, that was fun. All right, we have another question.
Here's a good question from Instagram. How do you get better at tennis at home if you don't have a tennis court?
How do you get better at tennis at home if you don't have a tennis court?
The old school way. All you need is a tennis racket, a tennis ball, and a wall. That's all you need.
Did you spend a lot of time on the wall as a kid?
Yes, I actually did, because my father was traveling with my brother a lot when he was a junior. And my mother was working in a tennis club from morning to evening. So what I had to do was kind of, either play with somebody whoever was there, or I had to, go to the tennis wall.
Okay, we're gonna stand up, or you can go on your knees, whatever you like.
All right,
Elbows above.
camera a little different.
I didn't spend that much time on the wall. I spent all my time on a ball machine.
Really?
Countless hours.
Yeah.
It was so boring. I hated it. Not that I hated it, but there were much more fun things to do.
Yeah, well, there were.
Time, but playing points or other things
Yeah.
that much fun on the ball machine.
All right.
Arm goes up above the head, then it's gonna go down, and then we're gonna squat as low as you can get. I can't get low.
I can get out of the camera. There you go. You don't see.
Oh, yeah. Get on. Alright, so we're gonna do 11 of those.
Here's a question. Does power come from legs or arms, coaches?
Does the power come from the legs or the arms? The
Timing.
What do you think? What's your vote?
In my opinion, timing.
Timing.
No?
Honestly, it depends. Like you and I are we have power because we're large.
Yeah.
Natural for us. But if you're smaller, maybe you need to get it from your racket frame or how you're, stringing your racket, technique.
I think if you look at the most,
your torso and your legs, you don't want to be relying just on your arms.
I think if you look at the most powerful players, the men's game, they're all quite skinny, and they all have quite a loose arm, and they just have a brilliant timing. Like Del Potro's forehand, he has just a brilliant timing. Roger, whatever he does is very powerful. He just has a brilliant timing and good technique. And the guys that are like super muscular and super big in the upper body, it's not as natural for them to accelerate as quickly as maybe it is for others.
Yeah, and it's in the hands too. And I'm not a handsy player because I'm like,
Oh, tell me about
the
it.
tradition of California players are like big and flat. So like big and flat with long strokes.
Mm.
So I'm like, I realize now that I have hands, I'm like, oh, I can use these things. I'm like, oh,
I haven't
feel the
realized
ball.
that. I haven't learned that yet. I'm still figuring that out.
Just wait until you're 39. You'll get there.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure. I'm not sure I'll be as fit as you at 39.
I think you will be.
I think I'll have like a beer stomach, and then I'll be, you know, sitting at home with hopefully my kids and wife.
Well, at least you would have earned that stomach, huh?
That's what most men say, don't they?
Okay, so we're gonna go. Our arms are gonna go up, and we're gonna roll down.
All right.
We have 3 more exercises after this. So
Okay.
the arms are gonna roll up, and we're gonna roll on down, and we're gonna go to the floor and walk it out. Do a plank.
Oh, we're going to a plank. Oh, God.
This thoracic stability.
All right.
So let's touch our hip, opposite arm, opposite hip. We're gonna do 11 touches.
Here we go. Alex, you turned pro at 16. What was that experience like transitioning from juniors to pros?
For me, I never played futures. So what I did was I started channeling my brother, who was obviously a professional tennis player, and I just started going to big events. And my ranking was very low until the age of 17. Summer of 17, I was ranked about 800 in the world until I kind of had my breakthrough at a challenger event in Germany, where I won the event, and then 1 week later I made the semifinals of my hometown tournament in Hamburg, which is a very big event. It's a HP 500 for us. And then I went from 700 in the world to 120 within 2 weeks. And then I was kind of playing on tour since then.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I never went through small conventional tournaments like usually you do.
Okay, so we're gonna go from the plank, and then we're gonna roll side to side.
Yeah.
Knee, opposite arm to opposite knee. We're gonna do 11 of those. So it sounds like you had high expectations of yourself, even as a kid. Like you thought you should be in the big leagues.
Yeah. I mean, I always wanted to be. So I never wanted to be something else. I never imagined being something else. And in my mind, it was clear I was going to be either a tennis player or basically nothing. So kind of worked out well, and I hope it's going to be even better.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to the ground and press up. So we did the thoracic strengthening. Now we're gonna stretch out the thoracic, intensified by throw the neck back. You got sunshine on this side of the stage. You got it over there too, Alex, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna go to a child's pose, which means your butt are gonna rest against your knees. And we're gonna lean down and raise one arm and then raise the other. We're gonna do 11 of those, and then when I say hold, you're gonna hold the one arm. All right, what's our next question?
They're asking about your diets.
My diet. What's your diet like, Venus?
It's up and down, Alex. I ate a pie this weekend by myself. It was a joke, but now I'm just I'm having green drinks and fruit now. So it's up and down. I think that's life, but for the most part, it's healthy.
I'm pretty healthy as well, but I still eat whatever I want. I'm not a strict gluten-free or whatever, whatever some players are doing. I just, whatever I'm hungry for, that's what I eat.
Well, I am gluten-free and I try to be sugar-free. I mostly am, except now with COVID. I've been eating a little more sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I read something where you said you think you may have gotten COVID earlier this year.
I may have gotten what?
I read something where you said you think that you may have gotten COVID earlier this year.
Yeah, it was a weird, situation. So I was in China with Roger for the exhibitions on December 28th and 29th. And then I got to the HP Cup, and I was feeling really not well. I was coughing. I had fever for 2 days, but I had this weird cough. It was this cough where it was super, super dry, and it was just like coming from, I don't know, like deep inside of me. And I was coughing the whole night. I was coughing the whole day, and I just couldn't stop. This cough continued for about 4 weeks. So I had it all the way through the HP Cup, all the way through the Australian Open. In Australia, at the Australian Open, I didn't have the fever anymore, which was good. But yeah, and back then the COVID-19 was still not, as big as large, so nobody tested me for it. But yeah, I was not feeling that well, I would say. But I don't know. I don't think maybe I had that. I think maybe I just was sick. I don't know. But I definitely was not feeling that well, I would say.
I mean, from what I read, it sounded like fever and a relentless cough. So
yeah, it was definitely like I definitely had this cough for like a month, for probably 4 or 5 weeks, and yeah, I had fever for 2 days, but the fever for 2 days, can't be anything.
yeah, so worse. Fever though is a nightmare. So we're gonna go cat cows. Everybody knows these. That butt out. This arch up.
There's a question here as to whether mental strength is more important or physical strength.
Ooh.
They're physical.
What do you think, Venus?
Mental every day.
Really?
Every day.
I think both, but I think in a men's game, when you play 5 sets, when you're physically not strong, you're not going to win. So, I say both.
This is our last one. So we're going to go into a clock. So how do you do a clock? You lay on your side, and the arm is going to rotate like a clock.
Okay.
So let's go on the right side first. Now, when I do clocks, my arm's always hitting stuff because they're so long. My arms are condor. So that arm is going to rotate around. We're going to go 2 in one direction. Oh, my dog is settled down next to me. And now we're going to reverse it. One more reverse. And now we're going to do open book. So it's going to be like you open the book.
Yeah.
What are you reading these days, by the way? Wait for Pex also if you'd like.
Actually, right now, I was not reading anything. I'm more watching shows, to be honest. So, yeah. The last book... Sorry?
What are you watching?
I watched Formula 1 Drive to Survive. It's really good. I mean, I was never really that big of a Formula 1 fan, but they really did a documentary of how they do, everything. How the teams work, how the cars work, everything. So that was very interesting to see. And what am I watching now? Oh, Money Heist. I'm watching.
Oh, that's in Spanish, yeah?
Yeah. So the new season came out.
How's your Spanish?
Non-existing, I would say.
Muy bien.
No, really not.
So you played in Mexico in like a record crowd for tennis, though, like last fall, right? Mexico City. We
played in front of 45,000 people.
I read it was 46,000.
That was insane.
Not that I'm stalking you or anything.
That was absolutely insane, though. Like, you cannot imagine. Like, you go out on that court in the stadium, you feel like it's like half a mile up. Like, there's just people everywhere. Like, they're screaming, cheering. It was the best experience of my life, I think.
What's the I was just in Mexico, and the fans in Mexico, they're crazy for tennis.
Yeah, I was there as well. Don't you remember?
Oh, well, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, now we're going to open the book. So, what do you think is the toughest thing about tennis?
What's the what?
What's the toughest thing about tennis?
I think it's really that one-on-one sport. Like, and the tournament goes for 7 days, and for 7 days you have to be on it. You have to be on top of your things, on top of your game. Like, it's not in any other sport, any other team sport where you can, maybe if you have a bad day and your team plays well, you still win. No, if you have a bad day, you have a bad day, and you're not going to win. You're not going to win against the top players. You're not going to win against, anybody decent. So I think that is really the toughest sport. And if your mind is a little bit not right, if you have some problems outside the court or something like that, I think you can see it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things about tennis, I think, is the schedule, is that basically while you're a professional player, you don't have time off ever.
Yeah.
Ever. You have to either be in a tournament or training almost 12 months a year. So that mental aspect is so challenging, because there are moments where you just want to live. So you're not really a person until professional tennis is over. You are a machine.
Yeah, pretty much.
But what I love about tennis, though, is that there's no time. It's never over. You can be like down 5-love in the third set, and you're back.
Yeah.
There's no limits on ability. If you aren't as talented as someone else, you can get a good game plan. You can train. You can figure out a way to get in the game. And I think that's such a beautiful part of tennis. I love that aspect.
Yeah. And I think for us, it's like our last turn of the year finishes on 1st of December. Like, Davis Cup finishes on 1st of December. So basically you go on holidays for like a week, 10 days, and you got to fly to Australia almost. Like, that's how we are. And then it starts all over again. So, like, you really have to manage your time. You really have to manage your schedule and what you do and how you waste your energy and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things that you have to say no to as a tennis player, kind of, which you sometimes don't want to.
Yeah, you learn that at an early age, like how to say no. Just say no. Okay, so tell us something that nobody knows about you. Maybe like maybe this is our last question. Like, unless you have something for me, but
it's supposed to be something that nobody knows about me, right?
Yeah, but now we want to know. So
I don't know. Okay, what direction do you want to go?
Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever done, or what was your biggest splurge, or something like that,
So one thing that I don't really say to anybody is I really like diving, and I love to go diving with sharks. It's like one crazy thing that I have in my head. Like, I went diving with whale sharks. I went diving with, all sorts, with tiger sharks,
Wow.
I went diving with manta rays and stuff like that. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the wildlife. So it's like the first few times I went, my parents didn't know about it. And then they found out on pictures and stuff like that. And they're like, my mom, you're never going back to the Maldives. Like, you're never going there again. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
It's just something that I enjoy doing.
All right, so that's on our list. We'll dive together, because I actually have a PADI license.
Oh, yeah?
Little known fact. So I don't get to dive because of this crazy life as a tennis player, but we should do that. And second is the mixed doubles. So those are two things on our list. So I think is there decent diving like in Acapulco or California, or I don't know.
You have to go to, Australia. We're in Australia every year.
Yeah, but we're playing, so.
Yeah, but you will get a day off.
It's not like in the movies where they have a day off and then they like go fall in love and like do all these different things.
No,
like
the best diving spots are in the Maldives. Like in the Maldives, you see everything. You see mantas, you see sharks, you see turtles, you see literally whatever you want to see, you see it there.
Okay, so I think that's a pre-season training week in the Maldives.
That's December.
All right, so Serena will she's got to come.
Yeah.
She's fun. My coach actually just said, I agree to the mixed doubles. So
okay. So there you go.
Board.
As soon as Wimbledon is on again, that's where we're.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was so much fun. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Venus. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm wishing you all the luck in this off season. I know we'll talk in between, but I can't wait to see you in person.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we'll do this again in person. Who knows?
We will.
Oh, and also, going to send you a special gift. It's all these things for self-care, to take care of yourself, body products from the Sutra. So
All right.
get ready for those.
Got hair product as
special
well?
gift. Face product, bath soaks, body products, so all at a Sutra. So I'm going to make sure that you get that during this time. And I'm going to send you something so that way you can send it to someone else for self-care, because self-care is really important right now so you don't get down and depressed.
Okay.
People are going through it. So
All right.
I'm going to send you those.
Thank you, Venus.
All right. Lots of love.
See ya. See ya.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was Alex. We're going to send him a special gift from Asutra. And going to tag that too. That's at Asutra. You can go there too because there are some giveaways on Asutra. And it's great self-care. So also you see I pinned in the comments, or just pinned here, you can get 20% off with the code Coach Venus and stay home on our special offers. And that's all COVID free related for you while you're at home. We're going to help to try to keep you active. And we're going to be back tomorrow with our dance. So Wednesdays is hump day. So make sure you go to our link in bio so that we can get all the updates on who's on this week with our workouts at noon. We're going back to noon this week, so you can see who's on and also get any updates or any special offers. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves during this time, and I'll see you tomorrow for our dance workout to get over Wednesday hump day. Bye.